millions of babies have come into this world through IVF, in vitro fertilization. In fact, our youngest daughter is receiving IVF treatments right now, hoping to expand her family.
You know, it's interesting. Rick Scott is putting millions behind an ad saying he wants to protect IVF. But the truth is, he voted against access to IVF to protect that access at the federal level. You can't trust Rick Scott.
You crush a baby's skull. A baby that would be born healthy, alive at 9 months, 2 minutes before, okay, it can be crushed and killed.
This is a video that I saw where Rick Scott was presenting to university students, over 200 students in a classroom, many of them young women, where he is spreading the lie that women and their doctors crush baby skulls. This is one of the most disturbing things I have ever seen or heard. There's something wrong with this guy.
Scott's 11-point plan is getting mixed reviews. Democrats call it simplistic, and some Republicans object to its call for a tax hike.
So Rick Scott released an 11-point plan for America, apparently. I call it the preamble for Project 2025. We have been the testing ground for the most extreme attacks on our freedoms. Under Rick Scott's 11-point plan, he would raise taxes on families, eliminate Medicare and Social Security. He wants to dismantle the Department of Education.
There's only one group up here that is really active both on the policy side and on the action side, and that's Heritage Foundation and Heritage Action.
The Heritage Foundation is the think tank that is behind Project 2025. The proposal that they have written into a plan, which is a 900-page document, is extremely dangerous for our democracy, extremely dangerous for our economy, and it would hurt the average American living here in the state of Florida.
He was there speaking, telling people to march to the Capitol. You don't feel like he has some sort of responsibility for the people that died that day?
Well, he didn't tell anybody to break into the Capitol.
He said, we're going to march to the Capitol.
He didn't tell anybody to break into the Capitol. He never told anybody to violate the law.
But if he hadn't said
nobody to violate the law, so if you don't...
But if he didn't say the election was stolen, then they wouldn't have been there in the first place. He was the one that said the election was stolen. So he is responsible for the people being there.
Well, that's your belief.
We have a sitting senator who voted to overturn the result of a fair and free election after we saw what happened on January 6th. And he is now protecting the former president, saying that he did not tell people to storm the Capitol. But Rick Scott is so much more interested in doing whatever it takes to get into Trump's graces because he is desperate to get reelected. If you're listening to this, pay attention. Rick Scott wants to become Senate Majority Leader. That's his goal. What does it mean if he becomes leader? He will eliminate Social Security and Medicare. He will repeal the Affordable Care Act. He will push for a national abortion ban. He will raise taxes on you, on the middle-class family, while he uses that seat to continue to enrich himself.